The truth about JFK, RFK, and MLK's assassinations. What the newly declassified files reveal. What if everything we've been told about the assassinations of JFK, RFK, and Martin Luther King Jr. is about to change? President Trump has signed an executive order to declassify the remaining government records on these high-profile killings, documents that have been locked away for decades under claims of national security. But will this long-awaited release finally provide closure? Or will it confirm what many have suspected all along, that powerful forces were involved in silencing these men? On November 22, 1963, President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. The official story, according to the Warren Commission, is that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. But for nearly 6 decades, eyewitnesses, forensic experts, and even government insiders have suggested otherwise. The declassified files have revealed new intelligence reports showing that the CIA was closely monitoring Oswald months before the assassination, despite previous claims that he was just a random, unimportant figure. Even more shocking, the files indicate that the CIA may have withheld information from the Warren Commission, raising suspicions that they knew more than they ever admitted. For years, the grassy knoll theory has persisted, suggesting that at least one more shooter was involved, based on multiple witness accounts and forensic analyses. The House Select Committee on Assassinations in the 1970s even concluded that there was a probable conspiracy behind JFK's death, contradicting the original Warren report. Could these new documents finally confirm who was really behind Kennedy's assassination? Just 5 years after his brother's death, Senator Robert F. Kennedy was gunned down in Los Angeles after securing his victory in the California Democratic primary. The official story is that Sirhan Sirhan, a Palestinian-born man with a supposed grudge against RFK's pro-Israel stance, fired the fatal shots. But forensic experts have pointed out a major issue. Sirhan's gun only held 8 bullets, yet more than 10 shots were fired, and the fatal wound was to the back of RFK's head, while Sirhan was in front of him. The newly declassified files expose even more disturbing details. Evidence suggests that Sirhan may have been a victim of MKUltra, the CIA's notorious mind control experiment in which subjects were hypnotized and trained to act on command. A hypnotherapist who worked with Sirhan later testified that he was likely in a hypnotic trance during the assassination, raising the possibility that he was just a patsy, while the real killer escaped. Witnesses at the scene also reported seeing another mystery gunman in a dark suit who disappeared in the chaos, a detail largely ignored in mainstream narratives. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated on April 4, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee. Officially, James Earl Ray was the lone gunman, but the declassified files add even more weight to the theory that King's murder was part of a much larger conspiracy. The FBI under J. Edgar Hoover viewed King as a major threat to national stability, labeling him the most dangerous man in America. The files confirm that the FBI attempted to blackmail King, sent him threatening letters, and pressured him to commit suicide. The King family never accepted the official story, and in 1999, a civil court ruled that MLK's assassination was the result of a conspiracy involving U.S. government agencies. Shockingly, one of the declassified documents reveals an anonymous source warning King the day before his assassination that he was about to be killed. Additionally, several witnesses, including a former Army intelligence officer, testified that military operatives were present in Memphis that day, watching King's every move. The FBI's own files also suggest that Ray, like Oswald and Sirhan, may have been a scapegoat. The bullet that killed King did not match the rifle Ray supposedly used, and many witnesses claim they saw a second shooter from a different location. Despite Trump's executive order, many files remain heavily redacted, fueling suspicions that the most damaging secrets are still hidden. If the CIA, FBI, and other agencies had nothing to hide, why have they fought so hard to keep these documents classified for more than 60 years? Each of these assassinations changed the course of American history. If JFK had lived, would the Vietnam War have ended differently? If RFK had won the presidency, would he have uncovered the truth behind his brother's murder? And if MLK had survived, would he have led a new movement that fundamentally reshaped America? What we do know is that these assassinations were not simple acts of violence by lone gunmen. The deeper you look, the more clear it becomes that powerful forces were at play. The newly declassified files confirm some suspicions, raise new ones, and leave many questions unanswered. So what do you think? Was JFK killed by the deep state? Was RFK's death a planned hit? Did the FBI have a role in MLK's murder? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's biggest secrets. Because the truth is never what they want you to believe.